Good morning, class, and welcome to grade 10 English. And our English class is unique because it is during a pandemic. So we have folks who are going to be coming to class, and some folks are going to continue online. But for now, you are all online. So that's fine. I'm a very experienced teacher for online teaching, so I know the ins and outs, and I can help you and be your guide so that this experience is enjoyable and you can learn something. Hopefully you learn something along the way. So here we are on our landing page, and just a refresher about the hub. You'll see these are all links that will take you places. We have NoReading, which we're going to do our grammar on. We're going to use Mindomo for mind maps. We'll do some quizzes. We're going to meet in MS Teams on a daily basis for the first little while. And you can jump to your email here, and then you'll see some drop boxes here. And if you want to see who's in the class with you, check the class list. The class list also shows me as a teacher when you log in, how long you spend on each content page, and how you're doing in the course. So there you go. The online teacher is all seeing, all knowing. So here we have announcements, and if you're not sure of how to join an Outlook meeting, you're going to want to watch this. There is a link here to MS Teams, and you can also download the Teams app, which I have down here in my dock. If you're on an iPad, you want to download the Teams app for sure. It's just easier to use, but you can use it in a browser, of course. And I would suggest you set up notifications on your phone, or you can get them via email. So that will keep you up to date on what's happening in our course. And if you get any feedback from an assignment you handed in, you get a little message that it's ready for you to look at, etc., etc. This activity feed along the side. If you have a question that's relevant to the entire class, please post it here. So you just click on it and say, well, for you it's always going to be a message because you can't make assignments. Type your message in here, and you can put a link in if you want, or attach something and press post. Simple as that. And sometimes I post things here if I want you to have quick access to it. So here's a PDF of our class bell times right now, a master schedule of the entire year or semester. Well, yeah, the semester. And then here is the bell times in another different format, easy to read, I think, right there for a weekly schedule. Okay, so what do you do first? So let's go to content. And I'm just going to give you a very, very quick overview. So there's a course description. You can jump in there. So we're in the warm-up exercises. So the first thing you want to do is you want to introduce yourself on our discussion. If you notice, there's butterflies and there's worms or grubs or caterpillars. So these caterpillars are things that you need to do as far as activities, and the butterflies are the content. So if you see a caterpillar, say, okay, this is something I can do, and these butterflies will tell you all about information that you need to know in order to do each of the things. So first you want to introduce yourself. So you're going to go to the discussion, and I'll just open this up here so you can see it. So here's mine. As soon as the images load, maybe you can look at them later, but there's a little blurb that I put in about myself, and you are going to click start a new thread, and you're going to, if you want, you can upload a couple pictures of your latest new baking exercise or experiment, your pets, of you in the canoe, whatever you want. You can load some pictures, And another thing you need to do is reply back to at least a couple other people. I would say it's going to be nice to do it with everyone, but if you can't do it with everyone, at least a couple other people. Okay, so that's number one. Introduce yourself. And that you should do within the first 2 days. And the next one, this is a survey for me, and this is information you're going to just tell me and only me, and I'm the only person who will look at this, so that's important for me to get to know you and your learning style. And then you're going to do the grammar review. So this grammar review is really important. It's going to show you how to get to know red ink, and here's the instructions. And this needs to be done by September 18th. So by the end of the week. And then of course the proverbial diagnostic, so I can see what your writing style is and what kind of needs you have. So it's in 2 parts. Part 1 is you're going to write a 250 word paragraph, no more, no less, and write in the first or third person point of view. You can use I, but do not speak to the reader using you or second person point of view. That is too preachy, and you turn people off. People don't like it. You're going to submit this to the Writing Diagnostic Dropbox. You're going to have to use Word, PDF, or text file. If you only have Apple Pages, save the document in a PDF format first. And the same goes for a Google document. You have to download it as a Word or PDF document, then submit it to Dropbox. Please do this so that I can give you lots of feedback. You're going to take this feedback and you're going to rewrite it, edit it, and it'll be part 2. Keep in mind that I'm assessing your writing ability here, so you're going to write as polished as possible. Your paragraph should have a beginning, opening sentence, middle, explaining your idea, and end, conclusion. And use good grammar and punctuation. So don't just relate what you did on your vacation. Take a little piece of it and expand on that. So maybe you went fishing for the first time, so you're going to have an opening sentence on your paragraph about going fishing. And in the middle part of your paragraph, you're going to explain how it went, how you almost fell in the water, and you let the biggest fish in the world go. And then the end, where you're just going to talk about, well, even though it wasn't all of that productive, you really had a good time. So that's how you need to format your paragraph. So don't just give me a long list. Well, first I went here, and then I went there, and then I went there. Please be very mindful of what you're putting in your paragraph, so that you're gonna show me how you know to organize your thinking. Okay, and then this one is due on September 23rd. Right, the first part's due September 23rd. So both period 2 and period 5 are in the same hub class. So both periods are in the same hub class. Once we come to the face-to-face, you'll be in the classroom at different times, different cohorts. But for now, we're all on the same hub course. We are going to have Teams meetings every day for the next 2 weeks. But period 2, we are going to meet from 12:25 to 1:15. And period 5, we're going to meet from 2:15 to 3:05. So you will have each got your invitation to the Teams meetings, and they start tomorrow. And they will go on indefinitely until, we're going to keep going until we don't need them. So make sure you're there at the appropriate time. Okay, that's it for now. We'll see you later.